Boom. Did it work, guys? Okay, hold on. That's the live dashboard, streaming health. Moving us on over. Boom. Did it work, guys? Okay, hold on. That's the live dashboard, streaming. Did it work, guys? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. On over. Look at everyone. We made it. We got it here. This is awesome. When's that gonna end? Oh God! Can I get it? We made it. We got it here. No, the audio can't be gone. Is it? No, sound's back, Brittany. Sound is back, guys. You just got to catch up to the party. Sound is gone now. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
All right. What about now?
Well, I'm not broadcasting audio. Okay, here we go. We got it.
We got a delay. Now it's back. Forbes Tech Review, thank you.
You just got to catch up to the party. Sound is gone now. Okay.
Okay, is that who?
That's my phone.
Okay.
You're good.
We're checking it out.
I was making sure it was good to go.
So what you guys just missed is I was explaining to Leo how I'm literally operating on 2 hours of sleep, and I was just like, but it's okay, I got my juice over here. It's like energy drink, B12 and all that stuff, and like I go to start shaking it to shake it up, and the lid wasn't on because I'm that delirious, and it just went spraying all over my computer. It's like, oh my God, not the $5,400 MacBook Pro. It's like, oh no. But it was kind of scary. It's all right. I cleaned it with the sock. I feel okay now.
You might actually cool it off.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got some topics to discuss, but before we do that, let's say hi to everybody in the live stream.
Let's do it.
This was exhausting just for me to get here. So who do we have here? I know we saw Munchie early on.
Marchie's in there.
Awesome.
Forbes Tech Reviews.
Forbes Tech.
We got Tech Rant.
Brittany, my #1 fan.
Brittany, yeah. Camila Corn. I'm pronouncing that right. Android Friend. I like that name.
Oh, hold on.
For the love of tech.
For the love of tech.
He's a good guy. Yeah, we got a few people on the stream. I'm glad you guys decided to join us. We're going to be talking a little, a lot of topics. So, and
all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, you guys want to jump in and talk, but I don't know. You want to go with the trillionaires?
What was that?
The Apple.
The trillionaires.
The trillionaires.
The trillionaires. That's that. You know, I saw the posts coming out about that, and I was just like, why is everyone posting about Apple? You know, like, they always have money. What's the big deal?
Now they got a whole lot more.
And then I saw, it was like, they're not quite a trillion, but they're right below it, right? I mean, I think at that level you can be like, we're a $1 trillion company, right? Like, that's pretty much, that's okay. I don't think anybody would fault them for saying that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's, they sold, what, $223 million worth of iPhones last year, so they're not messing around. Yeah, they're.
And I think probably the most significant thing that Apple has done is the iPhone that has probably had the biggest impact on our society, on our globe, right? On the globe. I mean,
Absolutely.
Sure, the MacBook is cool, the iMac. The iPad is probably number 2, right? Let's face it. Those are such 2 unique items that it's like, can we live without it? You know, like the iPhone has given Android something to go up against, first and foremost. You know,
I mean, the iPhone, if you think about it, it's the device for everybody all over the world. I mean, I was sitting in a meeting today with some other professionals. I was the only one in there with an Android phone. There were 9. There were 9 of us.
Yeah.
And 5 of them had 2 phones, their personal and the work phone.
Yeah.
And they were both iPhone. So you're looking at about 14, 15 iPhones in the room.
That's crazy.
And one Android. So
in one room. That's one business meeting.
In one business meeting. I mean, it probably was that same meeting 10 years ago. It was all BlackBerries.
True.
So,
good point.
To show you the difference of not only the professionals are using the iPhone, obviously, but, you know, the youngsters, you know, the Generation Z.
What's a Z?
A Z.
What's a Z? I just wrapped my head around the millennials because they're
gotten older.
There's been debate whether or not I am a millennial.
Well, let me see your ID.
I was born in 81. So I'm told that's right there. Like, depending on what internet search you do will determine whether or not I fall into the millennial category. So I don't care one way or the other. I just know that, this day and age, they've gotten older. They've made money. They have money. If you have this idea that they are different or not part of any other generation group, you're going to be left behind. No falos Português. No falos Português. You got my husband that you're thinking of. He speaks Portuguese. I do not speak Portuguese.
Wow.
Not at all. I don't have a desire to learn Portuguese. And I don't have a desire to go to Brazil, but he has recently sat me down and been like, you need to go to Brazil. My whole family's from there. I'm like, whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
We'll do it.
Maybe I'm going to Brazil.
That's it.
But I'm going to go to Brazil, right? I'm going to go to Brazil, and there's going to be no Android phones. Everybody wants an iPhone. And that... It's not even like the iPhone 10 because their economy is so much different than here.
Right, they're still on the 6s and 7s.
5s.
Right.
Yeah, they're at 5s, 6s. A 7 is like super fancy, you know. It's a different economy. It's a different world. So it's like we know what we know, what's immediately around us, you know.
Right.
We understand what people want, what people walk into the Apple store. It takes a special person to walk into that Apple store and be like, you got a 6S? Because that phone was solid, you know?
Yeah. It's true. Well, you know, it's Apple's created this whole other, and especially United States, I don't know about other countries, but probably all over the world, this whole other culture where it's like an Apple culture. You know, that. No. Somebody's going to get a phone.
Cult.
Yeah.
I would like to use the word cult.
But they've done a great job of molding that culture and that whole other audience of people that will only buy an iPhone, MacBook Pro, iPads. Yeah. They're gonna live and die with the iPhone. You know, if you don't have iMessage, you don't have FaceTime, You're dead to them.
Can we just talk about this? I know it's not on the list, Leo, but you just said something that is like profound. There are people who refuse to leave the platform for fear of being left out of group messages.
Yes.
They're afraid they're not going to be part of a group message. I've talked to people who'd be like, yeah, the Pixel takes awesome pictures. I see that. I would love it. But all my friends have iPhones, and I don't want to be left out of the iMessages. Yeah. And I'm like, you don't think that you're going to be part of the group message?
Yeah.
And they're like, I just don't know. You know, so they're afraid they're afraid FOMO that something's going to happen and they're not going to know about it. So,
yeah, it's like they get ignored. You know, they're like, they go on Facebook and there was a party and they're like, how come you guys didn't invite me?
No one told me.
You don't have an iPhone anymore. We group messaged you, but
you didn't get it. But Tim Cook is punishing you. He's making sure your invites go to hell.
Yeah, I just don't know if Android could ever get to the point where they would have that kind of ecosystem. It would take them a whole long time. Apple just did it, you know, natively through their phones. Yeah, from the beginning. Yeah, which is, you got to give them credit. It's a great.
Yep.
Their ecosystem is phenomenal. Yeah, it's just. But that's what I'm saying. They create this culture. It's almost like a universal language, like English or Spanish. There's Apple. You know. Yeah. Oh, I want to say, what's going on Phone Tech at Work?
Welcome to Hardwired Live. Thank you, guys.
That's right. We got a couple other people jumping in here. Ann Waters, Stephanie.
Welcome. Namaste.
Yeah.
Big Dog. Welcome,
Big Dog in the house. What's up? How's Vegas? Big Dog's not far from you. He's not far from you. He's in Vegas.
He's in Vegas. He's out gambling, and I'm trying to make the money. He's trying to lose it.
He lives there, actually.
Okay. He's immune.
Yeah. He's got money, but I don't know if it's from gambling.
Oh.
He's a.
That's not our business to talk about, Leo. I'm not going to wake up somebody pounding on my hotel door.
Hey, give him my money.
If you guys can see, I'm in a hotel. I'm traveling at the moment. I don't know if you guys can see. I have the light behind the computer, and it's creating a nice little stage effect. And so some stage lighting. I want some stage lighting in my studio at the office, but I have not yet been able to achieve it. I was even on a group call with Nick Nimmin, and I'm like, how do you do stage lighting? Tell me now. And he like told me, he even showed me, and I was like, what? It just went over my head. I didn't get it. He's like, just watch my video until you understand. You'll get it eventually. I'm like, all right. So, but now I created a little stage lighting effect, and I'm excited. Yeah. So back to the topic. What were we talking about? Apple, $1 trillion. I'm in California. I can't remember. Let me look at our list. Because we're organized, guys. We trying to know what we're talking about here.
Yeah. Also, you guys want to jump in and drop something in the chat?
Yeah. Questions, comments, concerns.
So
questions are good.
Munchie mentioned it to me today that they showed off the Moto Z3 today, and it's a lot of people are disappointed because it's packing a Snapdragon 835, which is, I guess, last year's big processor.
Motorola is very stocky Android-ish feeling, right?
Big time.
When I had, I was on my 4th Galaxy S7, and I said I can't do this anymore. The edges on the screen keep breaking on me, and I felt stupid. So I go and I get me that. It was like the Gorilla Glass, like the hardest smartphone out there at the time. It was the first version of the Z Force, Motorola Z, the mods with the cameras and the JBLs. And it felt very much like stock Android, and I never had a problem with it being quick or snappy or anything. However, my complaint was I couldn't adapt. Even though it had like a stock Android feel, it still felt like something else, you know?
Right.
And I didn't like it, and I was like, eh. And that's, I think, when I think... I can't remember the chronological history of the evolution of my bad cell phone choices, so I'm not going to try to remember for you guys. But it's, I've gone through a lot of phones since then, and I was not a big fan of that. I will tell you that the mods is what drew me to it. I was very gimmicky. You know, I wanted all the extras, and it was a lot of fun. But I did not pay attention to the Motorola when the news came out. So, what do you know about it? What does Munchie know about it? What does it look like?
Well, it doesn't have a notch. It's got a nice bezel-less design.
Okay.
Not totally bezel-less. Got a little bit of a forehead, a little bit of a chin. It's a 6-inch display. It's got the 835 Snapdragon. I believe it's the world's first 5G upgradable smartphone.
Oh, okay.
So
that's something to write home about.
Yeah, they're trying to promote that with their Motos mods. It's a Verizon, I believe, exclusive at this point. But I think a lot of people are a little upset about the 835.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they thought if this is Moto's flagship, hey, give us that
Step
845. Yeah, give us the 845. Looks like it's going to be $480 exclusively at Verizon. So
it always kills me whenever they do those exclusives.
Yeah,
you know,
for like 30 days. Yeah.
Wow.
12 megapixel cameras, 4 gigabytes of RAM. You know, it's going to have the Moto mods. So, I mean, that's a cheaper Moto Z series than usually they're around $699, $700. So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that seems like it's a lower price.
Cheaper. You know, no, I'm going to agree with you. You got it. Your math is correct.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thinking of gosh, what was I gonna say? Thinking of exclusives, let's tiptoe over to the Note 9. And before we get to the Note 9, let me just give a shout out and a big namaste to Evan Blass. He got a leak or discovered a website, a Samsung website that actually has the complete advertisement and leaked image for the Note 9.
Yep.
Let me click on this. In the thing. The page you requested's not available. So there you go. So they took it down. Which is good because it needed to come down. But Evan also put in the post, he said, here's a screenshot in case they take it down.
Yeah, no, he was smart. He was smart. He knew. He was like, they're going to take this.
Oh, yeah. He's like, as soon as this goes up, I'm creating evidence it was here.
Yep.
So he did. And
I even grabbed it.
So did I. I grabbed the link. Like, I grabbed the screenshot. I'm like, this is going in the archives.
Exactly.
But it's like, Samsung, can we talk? Are they purposely leaking everything?
Yeah.
Like, this.
Well, it's not a coincidence. Today, Apple announces they're trillionaires. And the same day, they reportedly, we're sorry. The pre-orders weren't supposed to be up yet. Oh, is that the Note 9? I'm sorry, you're not supposed to see that yet. No.
It does. It says Samsung Galaxy Note 9.
Yep.
Say hello to superpower with the yellow S Pen on top.
Yeah. Yep. That's not an accident. Well, it looks like it's going to be $950 to $1,000, but it is a 128 that makes anybody feel better. The 512 is going to be $1,200, $1,250, $13 with tax. So
a 500 gig phone,
512 gigabytes. Yep.
So TechRant says, my bet is that it wasn't an accident.
No. And he called it, he said that's the urine yellow S Pen.
You're in luck. Here's a leaky leak.
Yep.
Goes all nasty.
But Camilo Corn says, bye, love this channel. I guess she's got it. They got to go.
We appreciate you stopping
Yes.
in and saying hello more than you know.
Yes.
Let me get back over to the page. What do we have going on here? Ann says, and you are 100% right. I think me and Leo both would agree that they are creating a buzz, and it's not trying, it's working. You know, it is working. Sure, a corporation just became a more richer and greedier corporation.
Yeah.
And yay for America. The richer just got richer. But at the same time, I think...
Do they manufacture their phones here? Apple,
absolutely
right?
not.
No.
Foxconn, China.
Right. And Apple's an American company. You would think...
Yeah. On most of the stuff you buy Apple, it says designed in Cupertino, Florida. Sorry, California.
Right.
I'm from Florida. California, made in China. So it's like they sprinkle a little USA in there and then made in China.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, do we celebrate, right, a greedy corporation just winning? They win.
Right. Yeah, they win.
You win. What's left? And
in a perfect world, it would be great if they made everything here so that Americans here would have more jobs, would have opportunity. But it doesn't work that way.
No, it does not work that way. They have not found a way to outsource the in-person geniuses yet in the Apple Store. So once they figure that out, maybe we'll actually get some real in-person service.
Right.
Because it's a disaster at International by where I live. But gosh, John said it in one of his episodes. I think it was last night. Tim Cook sure can run a company. Basically was the end result of it. He said it a little bit more colorful. You know how John is.
Yeah.
Thank you, John. Namaste. This is a family channel. So we won't repeat that. But yeah, I mean, gosh. So we keep going back to Apple, but we're here to talk about the Note. So we talked about how we got the information about the Note and the leak from Evan, and now let's talk about this the Note, right?
I mean, well, it's an expensive phone. I mean, that's the thing that's scary about it. If you are going to jump to it, it's $1,000 right off the stop. I mean, they're doing some trade-ins with the S9 Plus, S9, S8. They're giving, reasonable money for your phone. $450, I think, for the S9 Plus. The Pixel 2 XL, they're taking a lot of money for that phone. They're actually giving you $450 for that phone.
And it's not just for the trade-in; it's to get it off the market.
Exactly. And I think they're doing some trade-ins with the Apple iPhone.
I was gonna say they better come. If they were doing an iPhone X, if they would get ready to do $600-700, for as expensive as that thing.
Yeah, and they're doing LG. I don't know why they're taking LG phones, but that will help your costs a little bit. So, but it's going to be an expensive device. I'm really interested in the battery, 4,000 milliamp. If we got to get technical on the show, because
are you interested or are you scared?
I'm scared because of the price. The battery, I'm not scared of.
So you think they got this battery under control?
Let's hope.
Okay.
Let's put it I'm gonna charge it in the freezer, and then we'll go from there.
Hold on a second. It's not an i9 MacBook.
No, it's not. But I'm sure the jokes will come, and there'll be very creative YouTube videos about the battery not overheating. But it's gonna have the better cameras. The S9 Plus cameras were pretty good. Note 8 cameras were pretty good. So if these are better, then that's a good thing. The S Pen is going to have that Bluetooth capability, but I don't think people fully utilize the S Pen.
But what's putting Bluetooth in my S Pen going to do?
You'll be able to control your music. You'll be able to, I believe, do all kinds of stuff with it. So it's going to have some more functionality than it has now. So I saw a video where it said you'll be able to write down stuff and it'll record it on your phone. So you'll be able also to control your camera.
Like it would be memorizing your handwriting, what you're writing.
Right.
So
I don't know how true that is, but you'll also be able to snap pictures with your S Pen.
Oh, 1 second. We have a very special guest here in the Andis porch. I apologize if I pronounced it wrong, but Andis is the amazing fella. Andis. I'm horrible. I'm sorry. Namaste. Who stood in line for me at the 1+6 event. And I met him in New York, and he subscribed to the channel.
Very cool.
Now he's here, and he stood in line for me. And when everyone showed up, and then I jumped in and swapped out, and it looked like I was standing in line all day, and the reporters came up, and they were all like, "You been here all day?" I'm like, "Not really." I'm like, "This is what happened." He goes, "We're gonna leave that part of the story out." I kid you not. He's like, "For the camera, you've been here all day." I'm like, "Done. Put me on camera." I'm like, I'm a sellout for zero. I get sold out for nothing. Put me on camera.
So true.
But I got to meet Marquez Brownlee, and then MKBHD, and then Linus from Linus Tech Tips, all in the same day. Like, my life was amazing. If you go to my Twitter, my pinned picture is still Linus in the background before, I got to meet him and everything.
Nice.
But I was still up front, so. Yeah, that was a really cool day for me. So, same old line dudes. So, there's some shout-outs. So, Adonis. You know what? I vaguely remember you telling me to call you Donnie. And that's what I saved you in my cell phone.
That's what we're going to call you.
I think
we're going to call you Donnie.
Donnie, yeah, we're going to call you Donnie. I think so.
That's so cool. Tech Rant says, I think Samsung should start releasing phones in November to target holiday shoppers. It seems like every year that Note drops $200 in price by October. So, I mean,
that's a good point.
It's a good point. I think they moved up. They used to release in September.
Mm-hmm.
They moved it up a month just to, the S9 Plus didn't sell like they wanted it to. So they got to get this thing out and try to get some phone sales.
So do you think that, how's this going to go down? I think it's safe to say, and guys, jump in, tell us what you think. But I think that it's safe to say that there's going to be some sort of marriage or fusion between the S9 and the Note 9, or the S series and the Note series.
Right.
But I'm trying to think, how's that going to go down? Are we going to have a smaller Note and then a bigger Note, or are we going to have just an S-looking phone and then an S Plus with an S Pen? What's going to happen here?
Man, yeah, I think that's a good question. I mean, I think they would do themselves injustice if they got rid of the pen. I think they got to keep it. I think it's like Samsung's trademark. I think, besides the display, the curved display, and all that. I think it's got to stay.
All the great, coolest technology, mind you, the S Pen has always made it to the Galaxy first, and then it trickles down to the Note, and then they beef it up, and then they give us some, little hardware differences. But if we look at the S9 Plus and the Note 9, which we're going to have the luxury of doing in a little bit here, right? We're going to have side by side. What's going to be different about these phones? I'm going to set them in front of me. I'm going to clear my mind. Namaste. And I'm going to think to myself, what is different about these two devices? What separates them from each other? And I guarantee you, this is a type of spiritual journey that I'm sure Samsung has gone on too. And they're like, do we really need to push two different flagship phones?
Right.
I mean, which one's the flagship? The Note or the S?
Mm-hmm.
I would think it's the S because the Note's so specific to a specific kind of user.
Yeah.
So,
and I don't know if they're making the transition to keeping the S series and getting rid of the Note so that they could have the S series with the foldable display, as their other big device or.
But do you see that, first of all, accessible, cheap? Will people be able to afford it? Will they want it?
No, it's going to be a lot of money. But think about the beauty, Aaron, of being able to hang up on somebody again.
I want the pre-order.
No, but think about how you can hang up on somebody again. Because when you hang up on somebody now, you go like this. Now you could just close it. Yeah. Oh,
add a little snap to it.
Yeah, how good would that be?
Nobody make a meme of that.
Nobody. Oh my god. I'm telling you, that is going to be... TechRant says, I see Samsung calling Apple to have 3 phones, S9, S10, to keep up with Apple. I could see that possibly happen. I'll tell you right now, if they get rid of the pen, Apple will have a phone with an Apple Pen.
But what would be the third? S9, S10. You said
they
3
would have,
phones, and then the Note.
Like next April, they're going to drop the Beyond 0, Beyond 1, Beyond 2, which is the S10 Plus, S10, and then the smaller budget one, which is like an ST. I don't know what they're going to call it, but. That phone's going to sell a lot.
Yeah.
The next S series Samsung is going to sell. That one's going to do well. That's going to do real well.
Talking of companies doing well, and this is running it right back to Huawei, right? I wish that my carrier would play nice with Huawei. I would be on those phones so quick. And I think that
they're good phones, man.
They're doing an amazing job, and I am sad that I did not get a P20. And I feel like you got one, right?
I did have one. It's a very good phone.
You did?
Yes, I did have it.
Did you take it back?
No, I sold it because I needed to bring in other phones, and at the time I had I had to get that ThinQ. So
thank you right here.
Yeah, you can't buy
Pokemon. Can you catch them all?
You can't buy too many of these phones. You know what I mean? You gotta have money. But I did have the P20. Is a solid phone. I mean, the cameras are incredible. The front-facing camera, I wasn't that crazy about it. It took good front-facing pictures. It just my skin looked weird. It was like weird beauty mode. But the night shots. There's no camera in a smartphone that takes as good as that phone at night. No one beats it.
It's always going to win. No way around it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
they got something special.
Yeah, they do have something special. I mean, the software was a little MUI. I got used to it, but it's a little bit of a challenge. It's not an as intrusive as the Mate 10 Pro was, or the Mate 9, or the Mate 8 before that.
Really? So did they kind of stray away from the artificial intelligence, machine learning?
No, they still have the AI on the camera, but just little things like on the P20, the messaging app is no longer the Huawei one. It's Android messaging natively,
which I love.
Which is great. So that they made that little change, made me like the UI a little better.
Have you used Android messages on your computer yet?
I have.
Okay.
I have. I don't use it as much as I should, but I just text on my phone. I always have my phone, so I'm not really going to be on my computer.
I'm on the computer for like 8 hours straight minimum a day.
Right.
So for me, I find it really useful because I don't touch my work phone, my personal phone during work hours.
Right.
I set it aside and I'm about business, and but I still will have my messages up. So if someone texts me, I can still go back and forth. So it helps a little bit, and I do like it. So I think it's great. I did a video on it, and I was looking at the analytics of it the other day, and I was like, whoa, people are still watching this video? You ever get one of those videos and you're like, people are really watching this?
Yeah.
Like our stream from the other day. Like, I'm like, why does it have so many views? Like, I was confused. I'm like,
They love you.
I'm like, who's watching this? Who's going back?
They are watching. I'm telling you, the Huawei, if they didn't have those issues with the government stuff, man, I really think they could have made a push these next couple of years in the United States.
So, and the issue was basically this. For those of you who don't, okay, let me rephrase that. Let me share with you what I felt, what I interpreted the issue to be, which means I could be wrong, and you're free to correct me gently. So then... So the company's basically owned by the government of China, right? Mm-hmm. So China owns Huawei, right? And it collects data on their users. So if their phones made their way here in mass quantity, not just trickling in via Best Buy and Amazon as they are now, in mass quantity, carriers were going to start supporting them and putting them on the sales floor and whatnot. Then basically it's saying,
right,
give all your information to China. And the United States is like, no, nobody spies on our people but us. Right. So they didn't like it.
They did not like it.
If anybody's going to spy on American citizens, it's us, not you. So they kind of put the end to it. So that's what happened. That's what I believe happened, and it was really sad. So what else about this 9? I mean, it's around the corner. Did you sign up for the pre-release reserve today email that when it came out? Did you put your name on the list?
No, because they did that with the S9 and S9 Plus. It didn't really do anything. I mean, when it goes hot, you could just pre-order it on Samsung or T-Mobile or AT&T, Verizon, whatever your carrier is.
So you have no fear that they're not going to be able to produce enough phones to meet the demand?
Nah, I don't think so. No. I mean, they sold enough. I don't think with the Note 9, I don't think enough people want the Note 9. Like the S10.
It's not an iPhone. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, even iPhone. Yeah, even the iPhone 10, that didn't even sell out. That was available. It's not like it used to be. You used to have to stay in the line for phones, and I stood in line for the Nexus 6 at T-Mobile. There was 4 of us in line. It was hilarious. Bunch of Android junkies.
Tech for Your Needs commented on our I'm just going to call it our crappy live stream the other day, which wasn't even a scheduled live stream. It was like It ended up being 4 of us hanging out talking trash the whole time, and it was great. And not just talking trash. I felt like we got to know each other a little bit better.
Yeah, we were having fun.
In like an open setting, and it was an open invitation for anybody who wanted to join the party.
Anybody could come in.
And people didn't want to come. You know, I even posted in my creator group. No one wanted to. Yeah. And so I looked at the video the other day, today, as I was checking into this lovely hotel that smells like mold. And I know, I'm like, why does it smell like mold? And I looked at it, I'm like, it has 130 views. Now I know this isn't like crazy, like 800 or 2,000, but it was just us talking.
Yeah.
How did it get 130 views? And then not just that, it was 166 minutes of watch time. So I was impressed. So thank you guys, and namaste. And since I looked at the video, it's racked up another view. So now we're at 331.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, it's interesting algorithm to say the least.
I know. I'm trying to do the upload every single day in August thing. We'll see what happens. So I'm stacking videos. I'm working with an editor. So I basically am just responsible for recording and then pushing the content out. And then he literally has gone back and watched a bunch of my videos and knows exactly what I do and how I do it and how I like it. And he does it, and then he makes it a little bit better, you know, because that's his job, is to make it better, you know. Taking a lot of stress off of me. And so I screwed up today because I set a video scheduled to get released, and I'm doing this. So it's like Thursday.
You didn't even have to release one. You could have done it.
No, I could have waited. You're right. This could have served as my upload for the day.
Yeah.
So
I wish I would have known about that. I wasn't paying attention. I would have tried it.
You can still do it. Like, look at it. You already do a bunch of uploads. You are way more consistent on uploading than me. The only reason you've noticed an increase in my uploads is because I've been working really hard at it.
Right.
Like, I put a lot of effort into increasing it as of recently. So yeah, it's just August 2nd. I mean, you probably put a video out yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, Tuesday I put one out.
Whatever, it was yesterday. We'll call it yesterday. Yeah, so yesterday you're good, and then today you're doing this.
Yeah,
you know,
and then
so
tomorrow I'll do something else.
It's something every day towards your channel to help growth, and it's a commitment, you know, to yourself and to me.
I'm gonna do it.
So yeah, we'll do it. At Tech Rant, we're including you in on the challenge. You now have to upload every single day. We're tapping you in, buddy.
I was listening to Tech Rant on the way home. He did a live stream.
Nice.
He was talking about a lot of cool stuff. He had a Samsung rant, you know, Tech Rant, Samsung rant. But he was good, man. He had some good things to say.
See what he put? Ugh. Ugh.
He loves Samsung. No, man.
No, it's crazy. So I'm gonna go somewhere that you guys might not want to go, right? I just recently watched 2 videos, and I'm gonna bring it up again, but on Marquez and Linus Tech Tips, and they were both terribly similar, and they were both about the OnePlus, on why it's an inferior phone, yet this is the phone I reach for the most. And they were also the 2 that were at the OnePlus 6 launch event in New York, which I know that they were paid to be there because I had a chat with Marquez's agent. Who knew he had an agent? That's where he is. Namaste. He's awesome, right? But I started thinking, I'm like, how funny is that? Both of them were at the event. They were paid to be there. I was, you know, Donnie was there holding my place in line. I flew in from Florida, bought last-minute plane tickets for me and one of my employees to be my cameraman. And he did a great job, thank God. You know, I couldn't have done that alone or without him. And so we were there, and then they were there. But their videos were very similar towards each other, and I don't recall, I'm not saying there's not, but I don't recall any whisper or mention of this is sponsored or this is a paid promotion or anything anywhere.
No,
and I just wonder if once you get to that level, is there like some sort of unwritten secret handshake code between you and brands that, hey, we can't tell you to push out good content about our product or about this or about that, but if you want to do this next year, you just might.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I wonder, I don't know if this is out there, if this is going on. It's not a giant part. No one's paying me to go anywhere right now, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I know Huawei had a bunch of guys flying all over Europe with the P20 Pro. So, you know, you have to weigh that, you know.
What if it was you?
If it was me out there?
If it was you, what would you do? That's the question. I just kind of set the stage of a question mark. Not saying they're doing anything wrong, but what would you do? And you guys, too, that are in the super chat, what would you do?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little different when you go to the press release, the announcement of the device, versus them paying for you to go all over Europe to try their phone. I don't know. That's a little too much.
I have no problem. I'm making the video. I want the job again next year. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it. If it's a solid device and I can get behind it, I will. If it's crappy device and I can't get behind it, I won't. You know? But OnePlus 6... The OnePlus 6, you can get behind that device for the price and for what it is.
It's probably, and I know Samsung people don't want to hear it and Apple people don't want to hear it. Even the Pixel people. It's probably the best phone right now because of the
money.
For the money you get. I mean, for $500, look what you get.
Well, look what you get for $7, right?
Right.
8 gigs of RAM.
Right.
120 gigs of storage, 128 gigs of storage. Or what was it, 256?
And it flies.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
And the camera's really good. Not gonna lie. I've taken pictures with it.
And they're updates. They keep updating
they kill
the
it
phone.
With the updates.
They keep updating, right?
And OnePlus has actually announced yesterday that their 3 and 3T will get Android 3.
What's that? A 3-4-year-old phone?
That's probably 1, 2. Yeah, 2, going on 3 years.
Crazy.
2 years ago. That's the first time they went into that double phone year.
Yeah.
The 3T. 5T.
Well, I know. I thought you left us and you're back. Thought you were like going to sleep. You couldn't sleep. You knew we were here.
You knew.
But
I mean, OnePlus, they do a good job. They sold 1 million phones in 20 days, 22 days, something like that.
Yeah,
I mean, the red one's incredible.
And Huawei is the Chinese phone. Yeah, that's
right.
You know, I think it's owned by the Chinese government, or they have stock in it. They don't own it; they have a lot of stock in it, or they're financially involved somehow.
Right.
So,
I mean, as far as like,
what? Who's got a redacted message? Tech for your needs. What are we doing?
Buddy?
What are we doing? Who redacted your message? Are you going to get put in timeout?
Forbes with the rejection.
Ooh.
He probably wrote OnePlus is really good, and Forbes is like, no, it's not.
No. Is Forbes still here? He's been kind of quiet.
He's there now.
Oh, okay. We got 15, 16 people on the stream now. It's starting to rev up last 10 minutes.
Yeah. Get your calls in.
All right, let's move on from the note. Because there's one guy we haven't talked about yet.
Who's that?
Well, we talked about Sammy. We talked about the iPhone. Who's next?
I wonder who is he really ugly?
We saved the best for last. Oh, Forbes corrected us. He said he deleted his own comment. Namaste. Thank you. Sorry, message retracted. We don't know what's going on here. But yeah. Is this even a real thing? Right? How ugly this phone is?
It's probably the creature feature of smartphones right now.
The creature feature. Let me see if I can jump in. I'm probably gonna screw it up. Just so you guys know.
No, it's okay. We trust you.
This isn't my forte here.
For the love of tech.
The love of tech, get it together. I know. That's what we were making fun of each other. Oh yeah, this is okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. We'll do one at a time.
There you go.
All right. We'll do one at a time. Boom. Whipping. Oh, look at this. Oh, guys, I'm so proud of myself. I did it, and I didn't even lose the audio.
Donnie says it's fugly.
Fug. That is an understatement.
Donnie, do not stand in line for the Pixel 3 XL. Do not. But for real, you're gonna order it, right? You're gonna get it. You know what? I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I think it's that ugly. I think it's. I'm not happy with Google. Honestly, I'm the biggest Google fan. I love their Nexus line. I like their Pixel line, but that thing. First of all, the notch being deep is not really the issue I have with it. The issue is they really didn't redo the design. They kind of took the Pixel 2 body, put a Nokia back on it, and an iPhone notch from hell on it.
But what if this isn't it? What if this is... Because think of it. In the world of leaks, right?
Yes. Sometimes we get it wrong.
It's not always 100%.
Yeah.
Now,
like the Lenovo, remember that phone? It was supposed to have this bezel-less design.
No. Oh yeah. Oh, it's all coming back to me now.
Yeah. Egg on their face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that this is not it, but chances are it will.
The other thing too is the camera's going to be excellent. The software is going to be top notch. The problem that scares me is the design is horrid. The display.
Did you look? Did you read what Forbes wrote?
While I'm drinking. Oh my god.
Oh man. Well, I mean, there we go. So Teresa just got here. So Teresa, this is a leak of the alleged Pixel 3. Now, I'm not sure if this is a 3XL.
Yeah, it's a 3XL.
A 3XL, okay.
Yeah.
So this is supposed to be a leak of the 3XL.
I don't think the smaller one will have a notch. Only the 3XL, I believe.
Okay.
So,
and here is the back of it. So, again, we're in the I'm Google, and I don't need two cameras. Which is disappointing. I don't care how awesome you are with one lens. You're damn sure charging me as if I'm getting two. So I think I should get two, right? Well, the price is ridiculous.
They're charging you like they have three back there.
Three.
That phone's gonna be $899, easy. Wireless charging. It's going to have a 2K display. It's going to have stereo speakers. It's going to have the LeBron James of smartphone cameras. So they're going to charge a lot of money for that phone. You better finance it. a lot of money. But it is. It just. I didn't like the Pixel 2 XL's design language either. I just thought they should have been a little bit more. But I don't think Google cares about the design of a phone. I think they care about the inside, like we should as human beings. But it doesn't work that way with smartphones. I want my eyesight looking sexy.
Look at the OnePlus.
Yeah.
I think I brought like 5 phones with me. It's ridiculous.
It is kind of funny. I thought I was the only one with the 6.
I brought the LG G7 because this is basically my full time right now, and it's
a great phone.
Severely underrated, right?
Excellent phone.
Severely, and the screen's cracked, and I don't care. Usually, yes. Oh usually, if I crack a phone screen, I'm like, I'm done with this phone. I'm mad at it. I don't care.
You're still using it.
I like it that much. Yeah. Oh. I got the iPhone 10 for work because I do everything for my business on Apple. Even though my main primary software is Windows-based software for my business, so we all run a partition drive. So we all have Windows on all of our Macs in my office. It's very interesting and complicated. But still, Windows runs better on a Mac than any other Windows.
Yeah, right.
It still runs really good. And then I brought the OnePlus 6. I brought the Pixel 2 XL. And then I also brought the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. And the only reason I brought it is because it's been neglected. There hasn't been a SIM in it. It hasn't been powered up. I haven't used it to do anything. And it's still a gorgeous phone.
It is nice.
It runs really good. Everything I don't like about it is personal preference. It is not like there's anything wrong with the phone.
Yeah, it's a matter of what you like.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Galaxy S9 Plus. It's a solid device with awesome features. What just happened?
Tech Rant says the Pixel 3 XL is the iPhone X S9 got drunk and had a baby.
I know. I won't buy into that. I feel that if that was the case, it would come out looking better.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. It's almost like the Nexus 6 and the BlackBerry Key 2 had a baby.
So we can all agree this is really bad, right? Like, this isn't a joke.
I mean, man, that screen better be beautiful. That's all I gotta say. That screen better be beautiful.
Yeah.
Because if the screen is beautiful and the software is excellent like it usually is, and the camera's better than the Pixel 2 XL, they're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
They're not selling They're not selling 30 million phones like Samsung, or 220 like Apple. But they'll sell 5 million, maybe 10 million. You know?
Yep.
It's an ugly boy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, Ann, thank you for hanging out with us and chilling. We love having you always. Always, always, always. Did we hit on
let's end with the OnePlus 6T or the OnePlus 7 picture.
Yeah. Okay, let me jump into Twitter.
For the people, for the super chats.
Yeah.
Because that has the Pixel 3 XL has an ugly iPhone design, but this phone has a design that some people may find familiar. Now, they're saying this could be the 6T or the OnePlus 7. It's actually a render of the Oppo R17. But it looks like it's going to have a fingerprint and display reader. It's going to have a notch, but the notch is different. We're going to show you right now. It's I think the OnePlus 6T will also have wireless charging, stereo speakers.
You only sent me one picture.
That's it. That's all you need. That's good. So what do you guys think of that notch? Does that remind you of anything? Let's see. Let me power it up. I have it here. The one it reminds me of. Zach Talks Tech.
Welcome, Zach.
What's up, Zach? Oh, his Vivo Nexus S. Ooh, man, I can't wait to see that video.
Nice.
Look at him pimping his video.
Pimping it? You're spoiling us, Zach.
I know, Zach.
What is that?
That's the Essential.
The Essential, huh?
Yeah, so does that look familiar?
You think that's an Essential phone?
Well, look at the notch. Same notch. It has the little dimple in the top.
So what are you trying to say?
I'm saying that they instead of copying the iPhone notch, this phone will have a little dimple notch. You see the little notch at the top? That's for the front-facing camera.
Zach says, "You know, it doesn't have a notch. This new Vivo Nexus."
Yeah, but wait till your little front-facing camera gets stuck when you try to get your toast out of the toaster oven. Lego my ego, Zach.
So Zach really ordered one, huh?
Yeah, it's like $800. Canadian dollars is probably like 900.
Wow. Awesome, man. I can't wait to see that video. I'm not going to have that video. I've been buying so much gear recently. I'm pretty satisfied and happy with my purchases. I think one of the elements of the upcoming October giveaway is I'm going to take some of my older technology that's basically lightly used, put it in some like brown paper bags, and then when I pull your name, you have to pick which bag you want, and then that'll be your surprise. Your surprise.
There you go.
So I might
That's
do
awesome.
one or two of those in addition to one of the newer flagships.
That's cool.
One of the newer flagships, meaning the Note or the newer version of the iPhone. So do me a favor, Leo. Keep things moving along for 30 seconds. I want to get a sign-in sheet so people can get additional entries into the giveaway for coming and hanging out with us tonight.
Absolutely.
You know I love to do that because we're going to have an exclusive giveaway.
Yes.
Exclusive just for the love of tech.
That's right.
No. Just for Hardwired Live. Sorry. Just for
yeah.
Hardwired Live. So if you're here and you're signing in and, you know, boom.
You know that the Evan Leaks reported today that Android P will be released on August 20th. But I'm a little confused because I don't know what that means because the Pixel doesn't come out till October 4th. So does that mean that the Pixel 2 XL will get Android P first?
You know, if I had to guess, if Android P launches in August, then that's going to be Android 9.0, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Pixel's going to launch with Android 9.1. Watch.
Right.
That's what's going to happen. They're going to be like, we gave you everything except for this, this, and this, which you can get exclusively on the Pixel.
Well, I'm excited because that means the Essential will probably get Android P pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because they've been good about updating their phone. This one has Android P on it now. Beta 4. I think I'm going to do a video tomorrow. The Essential. Everything Essential. I'm looking
at
into
everything that I collected last time. Just name and phone number, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I think I also got YouTube name, so I can find you.
Yeah.
All right, so let's come over here.
Tech Rant says 57 more subs until I get my custom URL.
Woo.
I don't know. Yeah, if you guys don't know who Tech Rant is, go ahead and sub to his channel. He's doing his thing. So support him.
Well, while we're at it, there's a bunch of amazing creators in this stream today.
Yes.
Zach Talks Tech is probably one of the most welcoming and nicest guys that I've met in the tech industry.
Super cool, dude.
Really cool, really awesome. And, he's not over 2,000 subscribers. So we have a total of 10 people watching now. If you're not already subscribed to Zach, go subscribe to his channel. I'll get you a link, because you know what? You're not just subscribing because I'm saying subscribe. You're subscribing because you're here. You like tech. You like technology. I do something. Leo does something different. Zach does something different.
Yep.
Tech Rants does something different. We all do something different. No one really does anything the same. So come be part of the community. Come hang out with all of us. It's what we like. So I'll go ahead and grab Zach's.
Zach and Tech Rant. Also, For Tech Reviews, who's helping us with the live chats. Check him out. Cool channel. Tech for Your Needs as a channel. You guys support him. Who else is in there? Nice looking phone, Teresa says. This one I'm holding? Yeah, this is the Essential. Or the picture. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but they're both nice.
All right, here's Zach's channel. I'll throw that in the super chat.
Tech Rant says that's not a notch, it's a slope. I call it a dimple. Little dimple there at the top.
Tech for Your Needs. I'm looking into a gimbal. So I've recently gotten the Ronin S, and I'm awaiting a video. If you can wait 2 days, I'm going to release a follow-up video. Basically, now that I've had a chance to play with this device and use it, what my real thoughts are on it now that excitement and the high of a purchase has worn off. So, can't get in the forum. Thank you, Brittany.
Yeah, that Android P, that's going to be pretty cool, the final product. Have you used Android P yet? For the love of tech?
No.
You'll probably get it on the OnePlus 6. Pretty soon.
All right, you guys go try the form now. Sorry, I didn't have it. I had it limited to only For the Love of Tech users, which doesn't really work.
This form can only be viewed by users.
Yeah, only people that are in my company. We know. Try it again.
There we go.
Try it again. It should be open. Try to get in, Leo. See if you can get in on your end.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Let me see.
Baseball with Zach. Hey, buddy. How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. We're just wrapping it up now. Want to get a social phone. Yes. This is an expensive startup, if you will. I don't want to call it a hobby because I feel like a hobby should not be this expensive. But this is expensive to start a business. It really is. And eventually something happens. Something cool happens. You get a cool brand deal. You get noticed. You get a viral video. And then maybe you start
I just submitted.
So you're entering into the giveaway. Okay, Leo.
What I'll do is if I win, I'll do another giveaway.
Leo's like, I want a OnePlus 6. That's probably what it's going to be. I'm probably going to give away my other OnePlus 6.
I'll win the OnePlus 6, and then I'll give away my Pixel 3 XL because it's ugly. It's funny.
Hey, Baseball with Zach. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Hopefully, sorry you just got here. You just caught the end of the stream, but I definitely appreciate you coming and checking out the live event with us. Awesome. Done. I hope Donnie wins. I'll be honest with you. And the reason I hope Donnie wins is because he's the one who stood in line for me. Now, mind you, that was his job that day, so it's not like he did it out of the goodness of his heart. But I feel that, like, if I were to show up to New York and I needed something in line, he'd be like, "I got you," you know, like, or he'll point me in the right direction. Like, he really took care of me that day.
That's super cool.
And it's kind of awkward, right? Because you're just rolling up after everyone's been standing in line all day, and you're like, I'm here to take my spot. You know, like, who's this D-bag just rolling up out of the Uber Black with a cameraman? You know, like, who's this guy? So I went there ahead of time.
Should have had people flash me pictures.
I went there ahead of time, and I introduced myself to everybody in line. And I told them who I was and what I was doing and why I had the frontline dude. And I handed out my For the Love of Tech business cards to everyone. One guy was like, I subscribe to your channel. Nice. Can I get a picture with you? I've never met a YouTuber before. And my heart sank. That's so I was cool. Like, I'm a YouTuber.
That's so cool.
Yeah, no, it was really, really cool. I much rather say any day, anytime, anywhere, what do you do? I'm a YouTuber, than ever admit to what I do in my job for a paycheck. My job for a paycheck is what I call it.
What do you do? I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah.
What does that mean? So you're rich? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I am. All right, I think we got all the news.
Yep.
We got all the news.
Shout out to Technically T.
Thanks for checking in. You're late.
Late.
Better late than never.
There's nothing but like water left. T. You missed the party.
So there is the link again to sign up to get entries into the giveaway.
Yeah, make sure you guys enter that giveaway. It's for real. You're going to get yourself a brand new spanking device.
And if you think I'm joking, Brittany Hutchison, Party of 10, is the first winner of the first giveaway I ever did, which was an iPhone 10. And I believe I gave her an option of what phone that she wanted. And she wanted the iPhone 10. And it was the coolest experience ever.
That's cool.
And I don't know what it was about giving something away to a complete stranger. And then finding out that she's an awesome person. She's a mother of 10. And I'm not going to sit here and spill, her whole life. But just a lot of cool things. I'm like, wow, I really felt like this went to exactly who needed it.
That's perfect.
And I had nothing to do with it.
Somebody should get it. Somebody like that.
Yeah. I felt really cool about it. Yep.
Like Zach was telling a story on one of his streams that he helped out a friend. He didn't have a phone. So he gave her a phone so that she would have one. Because she's,
You see Brittany? She goes, yes, and now I see the X Plus is coming. Because also, let me point this out, right? If you are a fan of my channel and you've watched, there's a certain method to my madness, and if you play along and you follow the bouncing ball, you will get a lot of entries into the giveaway, and then you will have a higher chance of winning the items because Brittany's won more than once. So she knows what she's doing.
You're going to play the game.
She knows the game. She's like, oh, this is how I do it. And Teresa, you're playing the game too. I will not discount. You had a bunch of entries, and it was super sad that you didn't win. So, fingers crossed. That phone's coming your way, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're good. We're creeping right above an hour, so let's try to keep it there. We should be here again this upcoming Thursday. I do know there is 1 week in August where I will not be here. So you want to run it solo or maybe just run it off of your channel through Google Hangout. Maybe get someone to ping pong with.
Yeah. Yeah, just let me know. I don't think I will be here. I don't think I could do it next week. I have to work.
What?
Yeah. But
What? I'll find a substitute.
Yeah. And I'm already being replaced, guys. So let's see that.
Yeah. No, the 16th. I won't be around the 16th. That's
all right. I'll be in Carolina, but I could probably do it. If I can't, then maybe we take a break and come back to. Oh, look at this! Look at this! He's pumped up.
I could use a break. I could always do something else on Thursday. So.
No.
I'll find another friend.
Oh, I'm the best friend you have.
I know. I don't have many friends. The older I get, the less friends I have.
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
Isn't that funny? Like when I was a kid, I collected friends. I had to know everyone. You know, what it was is, you know, what can you do for me and what can I do for you? That's what the definition of a friend was when I was younger. But, you know, things are definitely a lot different because I can't do shit for nobody. And, you know, I've been getting a little bit more vocal about some stuff on the Twitter about people supporting you, not supporting you. And, you know, the thing is the post that I put up really had nothing to do with anybody that I'm actively interacting with. But I will say that there's a handful of a few people that I've gone out of my way to express interest and support on several occasions over and over. And I don't do things for recognition, but I feel like there should be a balance in everything we do, right? There's a cause and there's an effect. And my time is my most valuable resource, and I have to be extremely picky on where I choose to spend that time. And if I look at everything I do as a miniature investment, an investment in something, my future, my finances, my life, my status, something, I'm making an investment into a relationship, strengthening a bond. Everything is an investment. And if I'm investing over and over 3 months in a row, and I invest in my other company, it's basically what I do. I analyze and I invest nonstop really quick. And if I make a snap judgment, this investment isn't paying off, you got to walk away from it.
Yep.
You got to walk away from it. So, like I said, the only thing I can change is me, you know, so that's what will be changed is Aaron and For the Love of Tech. So anyways, that's what I had to say about my little your
little rant.
My little rant, and I never go on rants, and I felt really good about it, and there was a lot of activity off of that post.
There was.
And I feel like I also made a new friend in Tampa.
Very cool.
That I was like, oh my God, he's over in Tampa. So I was really excited about that. Like, he followed me, I followed him, I subscribed to him, he subscribed to me, we started interacting on Twitter. He does tech YouTube, but nothing that I do. He's like all drone in, you know, like drone in, drone footage. And nice. I can't get my Phantom 4 to fly right now. So I think the battery on the handle, the controller went dead.
You have to hit up his channel.
So yeah, I got to figure out how to fix it. Just haven't put the time into it. So yeah, it was really cool. I think that's it.
Yeah, that'll do it. Hardwired Live.
Hardwired Live is now unplugging.
That's it, baby.
All right,
Week
guys.
2.
Namaste.